Hi, everyone, and welcome to tonight's chat. It's all about being stuck and what we can do to unstick it. I'm Paul. I'm a life and transitional coach. I'm a grandmaster healer, and I work a lot with performing artists and talent across the globe to grow them. We welcome you to the talk tonight. It's great to have you on with us, and we get some really great subject matter to delve into, and again, we'd like to know exactly what you feel about it. So now and again, I'll remind you just to please give me a chat, give me a comment in the chat box as we're going along. Okay, so if you're ready for this, welcome aboard our Let's Get Unstuck comments. You know, last week during our online chat, I really shared some detail about how we could work towards achieving our goals and also how we can learn to bring focus into the play of it all. In that online chat, I talked about identifying and deciding which reality we are working with at any one particular time. As a result of that discussion, I really have to say this, and listen up, because there's one important point that you may just be missing as we go along week to week. It's important for you to know that you're not stuck where you are unless you decide that you are stuck. It's a mindset that's wrapped around particular issues that we all have going on within us, all of us. And there may be times in your life where you feel that you've plateaued and leveled out. However, don't let yourself get stuck into thinking that there's nothing you can do about it. When you feel like there's nothing you can do to get out of a rut or a general routine, then I truly do get that it can be difficult to come up with a game plan to change course in, well, possibly a more hopeful direction. The fear of discomfort exists, of course, but life is all about getting out of our comfort zone and growing. That's the whole point of it. Did you know that the feelings associated with being stuck and of not knowing what to do can actually be addictive? Yes, quite correct, addictive. People actually do enjoy the feelings of being stuck. It feels like a purpose to them at times. This is one really important aspect we need to understand as we go along, because it creates what's called a catch-22. And this can feel like an ever-tightening noose, tightening around our necks tighter and tighter. Of course, we can all learn not to let the fear of discomfort hold us back too. We can find the strength to charge it up, and we can find the motivation to improve our lives. We coaches will often tell you that you have the power to make the changes that you want to see. And yes, it can, it does, and it will happen when we choose to allow it the relevant space in our lives. Just allow the process to grow. It remains a valid point to remember and to work with going forward. It often takes someone else to point out what we are not seeing, or we can get someone who can act to observe our process without getting stuck in the downward spiral of emotion that feeling stuck often may present us with. Tonight, are you identifying with what I'm saying? And I think our free offer towards the end of this chat may be of deep interest to you. So please stay with me for a few minutes and then make comment in the chat box where you can and as we go along. You know, for us, a little like or a heart always lets me know that you're watching, involved, and inspired with this chat. And so thanks for letting us know that you're here right now. We appreciate it. Back to our discussion, we should always be mindful of how we feel, but we also need to remember to break out of our comfort zone every now and again to grow and to fully succeed in whatever tasks we choose to do. After all, we deserve to relish in our own successes and not feel insecure about them. For example, if someone makes you feel that you need to reevaluate your big dreams, just don't listen to them. The people that you surround yourself with should be the ones who lift you up and support you throughout your journey and not bring you down and criticize you. They need to be your ally. Admittedly, there's always going to be people who will doubt you or who will try and bring you down because what you're doing could possibly scare them, amongst other things. And we need to learn to be the person to prove them wrong and continue to set boundaries outside of our comfort zones. Generally because that's how you'll get to where you're going. Of course, you know, there's going to be plenty of bumps along the way. However, as long as you keep shining your light on your dream and moving forward, you're going to have a clear path towards your final destination of reaching your dreams through defining your goals. So do you agree? Please let me know right now in the chat box, do you agree, yes or no, or any other comment that you'd like to make? So how do we actually know if we are ready to stop feeling stuck and to start growing? How do we know that? The answer to this is that we can go deep into discussion, and yes, we're all going to be rich with the content and insights gained from that discussion. But at the end of the day, we also need to also create an understanding of one thing, that it's all linked in the subject matter that Nico and I have been sharing a lot about over the last few weeks within these online chat series. It's about understanding the basis of what could be your greatest performance in business, in your life, in the world, everywhere. It's called goals. Or to be more specific, we need to learn to set a goal and then also understand what could be holding us back from achieving that goal without any excuse, without denying ourselves of the opportunity of living fully in that dream. The dream is there for a reason, and we need to learn how to own that journey in a way that's fully achievable and realistic. We owe it to those around us also to realize our natural genius. Whilst we optimize our craft, we need to elevate our creativity, we need to heighten our productivity, and we should learn to be helpful to more people as we go along. In a world suffering from low attention, I'd also like to add encouragement right now in saying that you should make the time to work with this process. A transitional coach can help you deconstruct the process. You can help battle chart it, study it, and reflect profoundly on the process and on it. I'm sure you'd fully agree that everyone deserves to see the sunlight of their effort to change, don't you? We deserve it. However, we already know that the majority of people who say that they long for pure success, they long for real greatness, and who feel they deserve their place at the table of genius, also may often refuse to install the goal, to run the routines, to do the work, or live the day of their dreams, that they would make so much of their readily observable reality a fact and not just be a desire to them. Add to this the fact that digital media has caused our brains to resist content. Complete overload right now. This takes quite some effort to work through, as we will need to get out of that closed box. We need to stretch our thinking, and we need to spark our growth so that we can achieve what I call the MCA, or the massive competitive advantage that is available to you when you go into being what I call a deep learner. Popular culture is also selling us on the virtues of easy thinking and instant gratification lifestyles. But you need to know that there's zero gain there for us. The great masters of our times all think long term. They develop rigorous patience to train daily on their skill set, and they move towards their most difficult projects, because that there, right there, is the place where legendary lives. Those who will win plus achieve plus own their game also love ideas and information that push their limits to the absolute max. They truly ache to expand. They devote to their own ascension. They hunger for the heroic, and they welcome challenges to their comfort zones. They want to spend the rest of their lives on pursuits that are meaningful. They desire to be of service to others too. And this all happens as they literally exploit their potential on the road to their own self-mastery. Let's think for a little while about this. What's your biggest challenge right now? Are you feeling like your comfort zones are being challenged as you try to process it through your thoughts and feelings? What inner excuses come up at the moment that you try and start moving towards achieving your dream? That's the big question that I have for you right now. And it's, what goal do you have in place that will take you to that point of achieving whatever it is that you are working towards? Is there an actual goal, or is it really just a dream that you wish to have happen? Yes, no, maybe, perhaps you're unsure. Please comment right now, right? Just add something into the chat box, yes or no. Let us know how you're feeling about all of that. Thank you. Those who have achieved their dreams have certainly set themselves firm goals, and they've stuck with those goals until they've achieved what they've set out to get. These people can be seen to be members of what's called the top 5%. Yes, 5%. For them, personal elevation is their oxygen. Relentless optimization is their addiction. They work to make sure each year is 100 times better as an obsession within themselves. And these rare few people lead their fields totally. They've learned the insight that effort breeds reward. They know deep within themselves that hard work delivers beautiful fruit, and they're willing to do the necessary work and plant the trees. They understand that focus plus practice provides genius. Genius, of course, can be seen as having an all-knowledgeable aspect within oneself through gaining experience. But the big noisy elephant in this room right now is about the other 95% who haven't quite got to that point yet. Well, we must also know that the path towards achieving something amazing is often treacherous, dangerous, and it can be a really painful ride. So tell me, is that what's holding you back right now? Is it the fear of walking that path? Is it? Now that we're into the second half of this challenging and paradigm-shifting 2020 year, it's time to regain momentum and shift our focus towards the goals that we want to achieve for the rest of this year. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. Did you know, according to a recent study on a work level, only 26% of employees had a clear understanding of how their work actually relates to their company's goals? So that equates to a fact that only around a quarter of a company's employees are actually working towards attaining the set goals for that company. In retrospect, it says that another 74% are then only just working there. What does that say about us on an individual level if we were to see ourselves as our own inner company, not working on achieving our goals? It would mean that 3/4 of the time we are simply working away, but we're not actively getting anywhere. Yes? These type of figures can actively help us change our approach and become way more effective in keeping our heads high with our eyes on the goal process. As both life and transitional coaches, Nico and I would like to share our best tips and goal-setting methodologies to help you realign your most important objectives for the rest of this year. We do hope that this sounds welcoming to you. If you are ready to literally face those aspects of yourself that may be holding you back from achieving and living, well, in the fullness of your dreams through coming into action and learning to set goals firmly into place, and in figuring out how a coach can provide side-by-side guidance, Nico and I would like to offer you a free and no obligation call either by phone or Zoom link for 30 minutes. This is our call to action to you. This call will most certainly add benefit to your process right now. We often say that if you are able to understand the message behind our online chat events like this, then there most possibly is something within you that recognizes what it is that you are currently experiencing through life's challenges and processes. Would you like to know how to shrug off those issues that are certainly not building your potential up? And would you like to learn to focus on what is important to you by setting correct goals? Well, then how would this free 30-minute call with us work for you? Here at Life Coaching for All, we value connection a whole lot. But obviously, we can only personally work with a certain number of people at any one time. Therefore, our free 30-minute calls are limited to only 10 people per week, so we can ensure quality discussion and personal interaction all the time. In order for us, then, please, to be able to have that call with you, it's best to click on the link provided in our posts below this video once this live chat is over. We do hope tonight's chat event has given you a few jewels of inspiration and insight to work with. We really hope that. And we trust that you have found a regular place to visit and connect with, and that our daily posts are giving you some positive input. We would really welcome your comments too. So please Just say hello in the comment box now and again and let us know how you feel. Join our Facebook page too if you like, so you can continue to receive our posts, our inspirational points and insights into life and its extensive challenges that we all have to work through. Remember that in order to book your free call with us, you need to go to the Calendly link that'll be posted below or in the comments section. If you don't get in time, then you'll have to wait until the next online event. But why wait to figure out how you can gain insight into achieving your dreams through setting surefire goals by implementing focus in a real, smart, and good way. The subject of our chat tonight is about feeling stuck, so let's stuck to that. Okay, get it? I made a small joke. Anyway, if you're feeling stuck and you're able to acknowledge it, please know that we are here to help you get unstuck. Ask yourself right now, are you available? Are you able to help yourself or not? Chat soon. Thanks for staying with me during this online chat event. It's been a pleasure, and I hope that you've gained from it. Mis chicos y chicas, buenos. See, my Spanish is improving bit by bit. Here we go. Esperamos con interés trabajar con usted. And we look forward to working with you. Until next time, we're going to see you on that call soon and chat again. Bye for now.